In the darkness of my soul's flight, I found myself standing before a home shrouded in a perpetual gloom. The atmosphere was thick with a sense of impending doom as I witnessed Lunala, the Queen of the Night, descending from the heavens. Her form was more terrifying than any nightmare, cloaked in shadows so deep that they seemed to consume all light around her. Her wings were like sharpened scythes, glinting with an otherworldly light. With cries that echoed like the fire of fury, Lunala descended upon the home, her presence cutting through the very fabric of reality. The walls of the house were sliced open as if by an invisible blade, revealing the interior and the one who had summoned her. There lay an old man, sick and suffering, bedridden and bound to his fate. His eyes were filled with a desperate plea, a final request for release from his torment through the sacrifice to Giratina. Lunala's descent was swift and merciless. Her wings, sharp as razors, slashed through the air with deadly precision. As she approached the old man, the air grew thick with the scent of blood and the weight of imminent death. With a single brutal motion, she cut open his breast and torso, allowing his viscera to spill out in a massive, gravity-defying spurt of blood. The crimson liquid splattered against the walls and the ground, painting a macabre picture of sacrifice. Her task was not yet complete. Lunala, with the cold efficiency of a reaper, used her wings to decapitate the old man. His head rolled away, and his lifeless body fell limp, a final release from his suffering. But the terror did not end there. Lunala, her hunger insatiable, began to absorb the light from the surroundings, including the very light of life from within the people nearby. As she fed, many fell to the ground, lifeless and weak, their souls drawn from their bodies. Those who did not die immediately found themselves too weak to move, succumbing to starvation and despair. The souls of the fallen were drawn towards Lunala's moon palace, their spirits caught in the queen's dark embrace. For 20 years, their souls would reside in Lunala's palace, a spectral fortress on the moon. There, the Queen of the Night would teach them to protect themselves from the demons that roamed the crooked pathways leading from her palace to the distortion world. Under her guidance, they would learn to navigate the treacherous paths and defend against the malevolent entities that inhabited the shadows.